going on, everybody? Caleb Anderson here, Mountain Task Force. Just coming back with a video real quick to show you what I wear on my wrist. It's a Garmin Enduro 2. You can pick these up for anywhere from like $1,100 to $1,500 depending on the accessories that you get with it. Big 51mm bezel. It's a great watch. It's very big, so if you got a little wrist, I don't know, if you're wearing it for style, you would care about the size of your wrist compared to the size of the watch, but this watch isn't for style. It's stylish, it's beautiful. The digital, the face, the strap, everything about it, it's really technical. But it's got much more function than style. The strap, it comes with a couple straps. The other one is like a nylon one that's got Velcro on it. You can wrap around so it's continuous, so you don't have like a buckle on there. However, this one is, I don't know if you can see, it's like stretchy. It's like a rubber stretchy buckle, and you have these retaining little strap things that actually hold the strap, and you'll see it's got that little tab in there, so then when this strap comes around, that little tab sticks in there and it holds the strap pretty well. If you want to take it off, it's easy to do so. You just pull down that little tab and then pop it off, and you can put a new one on. It's super easy, but this thing never, don't get me wrong, this doesn't come off while you're walking with it. Never has for me, and I put this through quite a bit of torture already. I'll get into that afterwards, but continuing on, you have your sensor plate there, obviously, for your heart rate monitor, and pretty much only your heart rate, I guess, right? And actually the body battery, this thing counts your sleep and all that stuff. So this is how you charge it here. It's a plug-in charger. It's good for 30 days. If you put it on the battery saving, I think you're good for like 40 days, 35 to 40 days. That's a long time for a watch that, you know, is it lighting up? Lights up. Has tons of different features to it. That's lasting 30 days is pretty good. This perfectly shiny glass I have beat the crap out of this, and it doesn't scratch. See this metal, this screw, the little GoPro screw? That doesn't scratch. I have, if you can see the scratch right there? So that was like a nail. I was moving some furniture and there was a nail sticking out of the wall, and it dragged all the way across the front of the watch, and it only scratched the side of the bezel because it's metal on metal. So this Gorilla Glass or whatever this is super tough. Moving right along, just some of the features real quick. It's got a bunch of different faces. You can choose the battery display, and then it's got the two biggest things that I use this for is the weather, because it tells you the weather, what the weather's going to be. It's got the full weather update as long as you're hooked to your phone. It's got a full weather update. The weather right now, 55 degrees. It's going to be 81 today. That's awesome. Okay, so 3 of the biggest things I use this for. 4 biggest things that I use this for are altimeter. And the altimeter is my favorite. I always love to see where I am. I'll watch myself go up in elevation. But we climb a lot of mountains, and elevation is a good thing to know. And you can get your full coordinates right from this one screen. So it's got elevation, your degree, and then your direction. So there's a compass on here. There is nothing more handy to have in the outdoors than a compass. Really tell you a lot about the weather, what's coming, where you're going, the elevation. So your elevation is going to tell you different things about the weather, right? Like if you're 4,000 feet of elevation, you're going to be 20 degrees colder than what it says it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's great to have those things and to know those things. Keeps me in a training status. It tells me if I should train, what I should train, but I'm always in a detraining status because I've trained so much that my watch is always telling me to stop. My last activity was 5 hours and 34 minutes, and my heart rate was an average of 114 beats per minute. So I get at it. Count your steps. Obviously, that's something that's been around since the beginning of time. Heart rate, measuring your body health, the sleep. I don't like to wear watches on my sleep. I don't know. I don't need to track my sleep. I don't sleep, so it doesn't matter. So it has suggested workouts every day. It'll like suggest what you should do based on the workouts that you've done in the phone before. I mean, in the watch before. So notifications as well as like your text messages. You can get any notification from your phone on your watch. So yeah, getting right along to it. So it has your altitude accumulation. That's another good one, especially when we're doing long hikes with lots of altitude accumulation. I like to know how much we've done, you know, like the 50K we did a couple weeks ago, you know, 7,000 feet of elevation gain, and that lets you know what you can do and what you're capable of. Let me see here. Moving right along. Obviously your different time zones and your activities. So you can control everything from your phone here. And another big thing that I love about this, let me see if I can find it. Go to navigate, and my map is loading, but maps, and it's got everything. You got, you know, I can look for gas and shopping and any kind of anything. It's just like having Google Maps on my watch, and I can download these maps. So these maps are saved inside my phone. I think there's something like 20 gig of memory to save maps and workouts and stuff, but I don't really like to save those because I like to keep the room for the different maps. Topographic, they have all the trails. Usually they have ski resorts, so they have the ski trails. Everything right on your watch. So there is nothing better than having GPS and a map and a compass right on your wrist. Count on this watch. This is a reliable watch. This is a reliable piece of equipment. As long as you have some way to charge it every month, this is a reliable piece of equipment. I highly suggest that if you are serious about being in the outdoors and about surviving in the outdoors if anything may happen, that you go out and you get the best Garmin you can afford. This was a gift. This was about $1,200. These run anywhere from $1,100, $1,000 to up to about $1,500 for the Enduro 2. They have others that aren't quite as expensive that do have these features, but you get what you pay for, and this thing is indestructible and invaluable. My name's Caleb Anderson, Mountain Task Force. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I'll see you in the next one.